All right, joining us live in studio. Very excited to welcome Jeff Samuel. I did a bunch of push-ups before you came in, Jeff. You saw me go. I'm a little intimidated having a former Navy SEAL in studio. Do I look
You're looking buff.
like yoked? Am I
looking buff.
Did the push-ups do me any good?
Yep, your pecs are popping out.
Well, thank you so much for your service. I want to get to why you're in studio in just a second for this amazing charitable effort, but I want to just talk about your career. Like I've seen in movies what the Navy SEAL training is like and how difficult it is. Is that true to life? Like, how difficult is it to become a Navy SEAL?
I mean, it's not difficult as long as you got the right mindset and you're physically fit. More the right mindset than anything else.
Mostly mental.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you have to tick the physical boxes, obviously.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty easy for everybody, but sometimes the mental, it can get pretty tough, especially when you're sitting in some cold water for 20, 30 minutes and you see another guy get up and quit.
What before you went through the training and you were applying to do this? What was the biggest fear you had? Was it the water stuff, the swimming stuff? Like what were you most hesitant about?
I don't even think I was hesitant. I didn't even know anything about being a SEAL until I went to boot camp up in Great Lakes in 1996. So, and then I saw a video. I was like, I can do that.
You know, I graduated college in '96. We could have been Navy SEAL teammates.
We could have been. I know.
I ticked 0 of the boxes, the Navy SEAL boxes.
Well, now you're checking one by doing push-ups. So yeah. I think you're good.
By push-ups meaning more than multiple, like more than 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so I did more than 2 push-ups. All right, so you become a Navy SEAL and you serve. And tell us about where you served and what happened to you while you were serving this nation.
Yeah, so my first few years, I drove the underwater submersible called the SEAL Delivery Vehicle, SDV for short. After that, I went and taught young SEALs how to drive it. And then I went over to Development Group in Virginia Beach, where it was nonstop deploying for 10, 11 years. There I was blown up a couple times, spent a lot of time in a hospital bed, and made it back to work. And my highlight of my career was I led a team in to rescue an American hostage in Afghanistan. But the downfall of that is I lost a man that night, and I put him in a spot.
Oh, wow.
And, Nick Check will always wear on my heart, but it was our job, and that's what we did, and we loved it.
When did that rescue occur?
2012.
Okay,
Yeah.
And I mean, I can't even imagine what goes in there and losing a teammate on that. But that's part of the job, right? Especially
that was what we got paid for.
Yeah, and if Afghanistan, obviously we've known what's been going on for the last. Gosh, go back to the Russians' invasion there. Like that, it's not like rescuing someone from Midtown Atlanta, right? Getting someone out of Afghanistan.
Yeah, it was definitely tough. It was the guy was held in a pretty remote place in the mountains, and it was a long walk in, and we just got him.
Wow.
That's what we had to do.
Thank you for your service. I should mention, I know you're not going to say it, but you've earned the Navy Cross, 4 Bronze Stars with Valor, 2 Purple Hearts, other commendations that I probably can't mention because they're classified. But you had a severe combat injury in Iraq in 2008, which brings us to the Folds of Honor.
Correct. Yep, the injury outside of a building in Iraq, guy blew it up inside, put me in the hospital bed for about 2 months. Wife got the phone call, your husband's probably not making it through the night type thing, and but made my next deployment, so that's all that matters. But let's move it on to the philanthropy side is Folds of Honor, which does educational scholarships for a Gold Star and wounded veterans and now first responders. Both of my kids are recipients, so I'm super grateful.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, super grateful for Folds of Honor. Put them both through University of Alabama. So roll tide.
All right, hold on. We're going to stop the interview here, Vinny. You are on the home of the Georgia Bulldogs, 95.5 W. Can we edit that out of the podcast? Just bleep that out like he
are you
said
serious?
A cuss word. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
You're good.
I was about to say, man.
You have carte blanche here, man. You can do whatever, but that's awesome. I question the school choice, but that's good.
They loved it, and that's the way it is.
Is that considered a tennis school now, Alabama?
No, it's a really good football program.
Yeah,
they just have a new coach. It takes a couple
compared
years.
to UConn and Vandy, they have a very good football program.
Yeah, we lost to Vandy.
I
2
kid
years ago.
because I love, but that I mean, without that, the Folds of Honor stepping in, we just talked about it. 1 in 3 parents can't afford to send their kids to college.
So with me going on the road and giving speeches for them, that's the biggest thing I'm saying nowadays is that it takes the stress off of the veteran.
Yeah,
The added stress from having combat and all that other stuff, and then you get home and have to put your kids through college. It takes that stress off, and then it allows the kid to come out of college without debt, which a lot of people have nowadays, and that takes the stress off of the student / new person coming into the world after college. But
shout out Folds of Honor for making
for sure.
that happen.
Folds of Honor is legit nationwide. 91% of the dollar goes back to the recipient, and it's a great organization.
Can you hang on a second? I got to do a prize giveaway, but I have a couple of follow-ups. Unless you're in a hurry, do you guys got to get out of here?
No rush.
All right. Let's give away the grocery and gas giveaway. Deborah, $150 gas card, $150 grocery card, and a free HVAC inspection from my friends at Reliable Heating and Air. Hold on, Darius. Don't open the phones yet. I don't want anyone jumping the line here. I'm going to ask you, Deborah, as executive producer of the program, what number caller is going to win this grocery and gas giveaway?
25.
Caller 25. She said it, Darius. You have to screen. 25 calls to 404-872-0750. 25th caller wins a $150 gas card, a $150 grocery card, and a free HVAC inspection from Reliable Heating and Air. And you know what? I'm going to throw in 6 academic credits from the University of Alabama. That can't be that expensive to get. So as an I'm kidding, sir. I don't want to anger
trying to come
you.
up with something.
Roll damn Tide.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Roll Tide. Is that the? I'm sorry.
Roll Tide. That's
I'm just kidding. Continue our conversation with former Navy SEAL Jeff Samuel. By the way, you're in town, Folds of Honor. You didn't come just to see me. You're going to be delivering a speech today, right?
To the Lloyd Advisory Group. We're going to have a luncheon and then speak to some of their clients and get them to smile.
Excellent. So motivational type speak, is that what you're doing?
Yes, I think so. I'm going to have to refer to my
more of a fireside chat.
A fireside chat with a legend, an absolute
Legend.
Yes.
With a legend. And Lloyd brought in 60 or 70 clients. And,
Okay, very cool.
Jeff was kind enough to come up, and we'll talk a bit about his history and then the charities that he's involved with, which is more than one.
Yeah.
And so we're looking forward to the afternoon.
Excellent. All right. Shout out to Lloyd too for bringing in such an American hero. You talked, Jeff, with me pretty easily about what you went through in Iraq and Afghanistan. And I'm from the age where the parents of my generation were Vietnam veterans, and my grandfather was a World War II veteran. And I'd ask him, I'm like, Grandpa, talk about. Would not talk about it. That generation of World War II just wouldn't talk about it. Similar with my parents, my friends' parents who served in Vietnam. You and I chatted about it. Do your kids want to know about it? Do you have those conversations with your kids about what you did over there?
Not really.
No.
They kind of lived it. Like, for instance, when I was hurt pretty bad, my wife and I decided to tell the children that I fell off a ladder.
Okay.
And they believed that for years.
Well, how
and years.
old were they?
I think my daughter was, I don't know, right off the top of my head.
Enough to believe
I'm
that
not
Dad.
Not the smartest man in the world anymore.
Enough to believe that Dad fell off the ladder,
That's
which is
correct.
Okay.
And then they had to live through a bunch of Extortion 17, which was a helicopter was shot down in Afghanistan. That was the squadron I was in. So a lot of the families basically were directly related with, my kids growing up together. So they've got to see a lot of what war does to families, and so they know, and they know when to back off when I start to get a little fire in my eye.
I'm going to make a large assumption that I was an ill-behaved kid, especially in my teen years. I'm assuming your children were very well behaved with you as,
I don't know
as
about
their
that.
dad.
I don't know about that.
No?
They were still kids.
Was Mom the disciplinarian?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, 100%. Dad was gone all the time, so Mom had to do it all.
I don't doubt that.
Super grateful.
Jeff Samuel, I say former Navy SEAL, but that's kind of like once you're an ambassador or a senator or that's your title for life. Like, I shouldn't be saying former Navy SEAL, right? You are a Navy SEAL for life.
No, I'm retired.
Retired Navy SEAL, not former Navy SEAL. All right, I mentioned the accolades, the honors, the awards. Are they on display at your house? Do you have them in a safety deposit box? Are you too modest to put them out?
Yeah, I would say I'm too modest. I've got a little shadow box at home. But the other day I was looking for one of my awards, and I had no idea where it was. And my wife tells me it's in the safe. So I was like, oh, must be. So she puts the stuff away. I don't even think about it.
I would imagine, and again, I'm making assumptions because you are at next level. I have no idea what you've been through, what you've gone through. But when you deal with what you did in Iraq and Afghanistan and the injuries you sustained, and I'm assuming at some point someone, at the White House, calls you, writes you a letter, does something like some bigwig in Washington reaches out to you and thanks you for your service or talks to your family. Any recollection of anything like that?
Nothing like that. No. A good friend of mine was awarded the Medal of Honor when for the same operation I was talking about earlier, the rescue of the American hostage. So I did get to go to the White House for that, which
all right.
was pretty good.
That's very good.
So yeah, that was interesting.
We'll see what's better, the lunch at the White House or lunch at the Lloyd Financial Group.
I'm sure the lunch at the financial group is going to be better.
Jeff, Mr. Samuel, thank you so much for your time. More importantly, thank you for your service. Tell us more if folks want to get involved with Folds of Honor. What do we need to do?
Yeah, go to foldsofhonor.com. I also run another charity called Subsurface Veterans. It's subsurfaceveterans.com, where I take veterans once a month scuba diving. And it's a great organization as well. 100% goes back to the veteran and getting them in the water and the camaraderie with their brothers and sisters in arms. So yeah, subsurfaceveterans.com and then foldsofhonor.com.
All right. Really appreciate it. Everything you've done for us as we celebrate our 250th birthday, celebrating our freedom because of folks like you that kept this nation free.
Everybody's got a job, and that was my job.
Yeah. Thank you again, sir.
Yep.